Connecting Arizona. Live from the 12 News studios at 200 East Van Buren. This is 12 News at 5. The news begins now.
I can't even tell you how many hundreds of bee stings they had on their face and all over their bodies.
It took us about 5 minutes to find them because they were in a shady spot on the mountain.
As we were coming up to them, we didn't know if they were unconscious or not because they were both laying down covering their faces.
And once we found them, we saw them swarm with bees, and at that point I'm just like, hey, what if I hover over them and blow the bees away? At that point we decided, let's just get them off.
But up on the mountain, you're at the mercy of nature. I realized they were still being stung by bees, and one of them came up and started reaching for me, and I had to yell at him and tell him to get back against the wall. I had the bee suit on, fortunately, and I had to wipe my face clean so I could see them. I just kept talking to them, kept them calm.
We can't get in it. We need rescue inside the auditorium, multiple victims.
I saw the canister fly across the room, and I thought it was just some prank.
As people were running away, I hit the ground so I wouldn't be hit.
People stood up and started checking themselves. A couple of people were walking away holding areas, and I heard moaning like they were in pain.
It was just chaos. You saw injured people. There was this one guy who was on all fours crawling. There was this girl spitting up blood. There were bullet holes in some people's backs, some people's arms.
It was the most insane thing I've ever seen. There were little kids in there getting shot, like 6-year-old kids, babies even.
40+ rounds into the audience, and I mean, it was very traumatic.
If there's anything to take away from this tragedy, it's the reminder that life is very fragile.
This is 12 News at 5. The news begins now.
Nick would do what it takes to get the job done, never complaining.
It's really, truly amazing.
It's amazing. The turnout, it's incredible. You can hardly talk about it.
I have 3 sons that are Border Patrol, and his fellow agents thought he was just wonderful.
The race for U.S. Senate, one of the most intense battles in the state. You've seen the attack ads for weeks.
Jeff Flake doesn't deserve my vote or my respect.
Richard Carmona, personally recruited by Barack Obama.
Congressman Jeff Flake's just not for us.
Richard Carmona. The more you know, the worse it gets.
Today, the candidates came face to face. Would their meeting be as confrontational as their ads?
That's absolutely false. That's absolutely false. There was never a discussion about that, so nice try, Congressman.
You can take that up with Senator Kyle.
I don't have to take it up with you because you said it.
I can't get my opponent to actually stake out a position.
Congressman Flake has been all over the place on immigration. When he's a congressman, he was for it. When he wants to be a senator, he's against it.
This is 12 News at 5. The news begins now.
Army generals caught in a scandal, in a tangled, confusing web of deceit, infidelity, and intrigue. First, the leader of the CIA, General David Petraeus. His affair with biographer Paula Cuadrado was uncovered after a woman in Florida, Joe Kelly, received threatening emails reportedly from Broadwell. Now it turns out the top U.S. commander in Afghanistan, General John Allen, is also part of the scandal after reports of thousands of emails between him and Kelly, who's also friends with Petraeus, surfaced. Then a shirtless FBI agent pulled off the case. Add it all together, and you've got a full-blown scandal. As one columnist tweeted today, this saga's soap opera name is readily apparent: A Love Pentagon.
I saw some of the bullets going past the hall.
Beautiful children had their life taken away from them.
We saw police officers and we heard them on the roof and in our building.
We're all hurting here.
Everybody was crying and stuff. Then a teacher pulled me into her classroom.
Connecting Arizona. Live from the 12 News studios at 200 East Van Buren. This is 12 News at 5. The news begins now.
just past 29th Street, heading eastbound on Greenway. Gonna head southbound now, heading southbound on SR 51. We do have the police department's helicopter overhead. This chase started somewhere on the I-17 near Peoria. Hey, he just got off the freeway. He's just driving all over the place. Country Club in the 202. Oh, it looks like he just had a minor accident. He hit that pickup truck right there. Looks like he's gonna head back on the highway. He's coming up on Southern right now on the 101. He's gonna get back on the highway. He just got off on the Sky Harbor exit. I don't know if that's an undercover police officer. I believe so. That's undercover. They're trying to pull him over right now.